Hello everyone, my name is SolarFury and today, you guys know what it is, we are back playing some more Clash Royale on the channel. Super excited to be back with you guys. And I did say that we're playing Clash Royale, but I'm not really playing. You guys will see some pro players play in the background. But today's video is going to be me telling you guys 25 Clash Royale tips that you can implement into your game today or within the next week or two. And I guarantee that it will make you a better player. These tips tend to apply to a very wide audience of players and not just, the players that are super good. So really anyone, whether you're a pro player or an average player or even not so great of a player, can apply these tips to their game. And as I said, I guarantee you will get better. So let's go ahead and go over all 25 tips. This should be around 10 minutes or so. It's not going to be that long, but let's go ahead and get right into it. Tip number 1, don't play too aggressive. Play reactively first and then proactively second. Basically what this means is you should focus on defending and then counter push. Tip number 2, this kind of goes with the last one, but don't over defend. Playing too many cards on defense at once can be detrimental to your success during a match. Tip number 3, specific building placements are important. Know the good positions to place spawners and defensive buildings throughout the course of a match. For the purposes of this video, I won't be going over them because that could honestly be an entire video in itself. Video coming soon, by the way. Tip number 4, if you're a low level player on a high range of ladder, try to use your highest level cards because otherwise you may get kinda thrashed. Trust me, I have first-hand experience. It's not pleasant, guys. Tip number 5, people tend to neglect the 1 and 2 elixir cards such as Skeletons, Ice Spirit, and Ice Golem. But if used right, these cards contain a lot of extra value, especially in certain decks such as 2.6 Hog or 2.9 Expo Cycle. Tip number 6, when playing beatdown, it's okay to take a lot of damage on your tower as long as you know that you can counter push effectively later on in a match. Tip number 7, if you are looking to increase your level of gameplay, playing cycle decks like Minor Poison and Expo Cycle can increase your skill as you learn a lot about micro interactions. Tip number 8, if you are looking for a deck that is fairly low skill to play, usually Bridge Spam and Beatdown are the way to go. Tip number 9, the Tornado is one of the most important cards in the entire game, as it can activate the King Tower with certain cards, and it synergizes really well with any card that does splash damage. If possible, find a spot to put the Tornado in your deck, because it really is a card that you can't go wrong with. Tip number 10, no matter what time zone you're in, I wouldn't recommend trophy pushing at night because that's usually when everyone is online and you're likely to face much better competition as pro players and sweaty players will be online. So if you can, try to push early in the morning or during the middle of the day, but if you are really trying to push trophies, I do not recommend trophy pushing at night. Tip number 11, being able to count your opponent's elixir is something a lot of people don't know how to do, and it can give you a huge advantage in a match. Again, this is somewhat of a complicated concept to explain in this video, so we'll have to save this video for another day as well, just like the building placements. Tip number 12, when building your own deck, make sure that you have at least one big spell and one small spell. This is so that you can take care of swarms, any medium-sized units, and also have an option to spell cycle your opponent's tower if you need to. I would recommend using a 2 elixir spell and either a 4 or 6 elixir spell. Tip number 13, the classic and grand challenges are so underutilized in Clash Royale. They are a perfect way to practice using new decks at a tournament standard while earning some cards and gold and gems in the process. Really, you can't go wrong with it. You get better at the game and you get rewarded for it. So definitely utilize classic and grand challenges when they come around. Tip number 14, I already know that this one's going to be pretty controversial, but it's a tip that I feel like I have to share. But I 100% recommend that you buy the Pass Royale every season. For $5, it's an amazing deal as you get bonus rewards, unlimited re-entries into challenges, and also some pretty cool emotes and tower skins. $5 a month may seem like a lot, but if you work hard and earn money, I guarantee you that paying the $5 a month for the Pass Royale will definitely pay off for you in the long run. Tip number 15, paying attention to the meta is really important. Knowing what cards are good and what cards are bad can give you an edge in matches. I recommend using Royale API and Stats Royale to see what cards and decks are good. Both of those links will be in the description down below, so be sure to check out those websites. Not sponsored, by the way. Tip number 16, Clash Royale is more of a mental game than you think. Using emotes to get into someone's head is honestly a pretty decent idea if you want to win more games, but it is very frowned upon in the community, so use it at your own risk. I cannot tell you guys the amount of times I have rage quitted because somebody is spamming emotes. Really, Clash Royale is a very, very big mental game, so use emotes while you can. Tip number 17, adding global tournaments is one of the best things that Supercell has ever done to Clash Royale. You get great rewards and you get to practice using different decks at tournament standard without having to use any gems at all. Definitely take advantage of these if you haven't done so already. Tip number 18, do not buy cards in the shop with gems. This is the biggest waste of your gems, as you could be spending them on classic and grand challenges instead. Have you guys ever seen those offers in your shop for like 5 rage spells for 250 gems? Yeah, don't do that, guys. That's exactly what I'm talking about here. Do not do it. Tip number 19, legendary chest offers in the shop aren't worth it either. For 500 gems, would you rather have one legendary card that you may not even like or use, or would you want the unlockable rewards from a 12-win global tournament? Just think about that one for a second. You shouldn't have to think about it for long because I think the answer is pretty obvious. I 169% would take the 12-win global tournament any day of the week. Any day of the week. Tip number 20, you should make adjustments to your deck based on what you're going up against on ladder. If you're facing a lot of Sparky, consider adding a stun card such as a Electro Wizard, Electro Dragon, or a Zap spell, or even a Rocket to hard counter the Sparky. And if you're facing a lot of tanks in your deck, consider adding an Inferno Dragon or an Inferno Tower, Mini P.E.K.K.A, Lumberjack, Night Witch, any of those things to help you melt down those tanks even faster. Tip number 21, sometimes taking a break during a trophy pushing session is okay. If you're on a tilt, consider taking a 15 to 30 minute break, clear your head, and come back. I actually did this on stream the other day. By the way, you guys should check out my stream at twitch.tv/SolarFury Mobile Gaming or SolarFury TV. I changed my name actually. Link in the description down below for that. But on there, I was on like a 5 or 6 game losing streak. I took a break, decided to play some 2v2 for a bit. I came back and I had like a 13 game win streak. It is insane how good taking a break and clearing your head can do. Tip number 22, watching pro players is another good thing that can help you. There are some really good pro player YouTubers such as SirTag and Surgical Goblin, and also yourself, SolarFury Mobile Gaming, and watching them and how they talk about their thought processes can really help improve your game. Also, watching CRL is another good thing to do. The world finals for CRL are coming up in about 10 days, so definitely be sure to tune into that, because if you tune into that, you also get some free rewards. So why would you not do that? Tip number 23, if you can, consider making YouTube videos or streaming Clash Royale. I've been making Clash Royale videos for a little over a year now, and I've noticed that my gameplay has significantly improved since then, and also I have fallen in love with the video making process and live streaming, and that is thanks to all of you amazing people. So thank you guys so much for that. Tip number 24, doing friendly battles in your clan is another good way to practice. If you're struggling against a certain matchup, have a friend use a deck so that you can practice playing against it. For example, if you are struggling against Logbait with you playing Golem Beatdown, have your friend play the Logbait deck and have you play your Golem deck, so that way you can practice and get better at the deck. Tip number 25, last but oh so certainly not least, do not use elite barbarians. Okay, do you guys hear me? I know I'm talking in a quiet voice because otherwise I would scream so loud, but listen to me right now. Do not use elite barbarians. They have a 13% win rate. They are a very bad card. If you want to get better at the game and improve your skill, do not use this card. I guarantee it will do wonders for you. Alright, so that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed that last little bit with the elite barbarians, but seriously, don't use them, guys. But if you guys did enjoy this video, please be sure to leave a like. I would greatly appreciate it. And also, if you want more videos like this, please leave a like as well. And also, if you are new here and you enjoyed what you saw, please be sure to hit that red subscribe button down below. I would greatly appreciate it as we continue our journey to 1,000 subscribers. That is a crazy number. Thank you guys that we can make this goal. And also, be sure to follow my Twitch channel as well. Down in the description, I stream every Friday and Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And we have a lot of good fun in there. We play some Clash Royale. I have some exclusive Clash Royale emotes that you guys can get for subscribing, and it's overall a really good time. But anyway, guys, this is SolarFury signing off. Peace out, guys. Have a nice day.